tell us a little bit about why you love FCAie?
Yes, it's quite a long history. I grew up with FCAie in the South, so it was very established there. I grew up listening to testimonies of athletes that I respected that really influenced my life as far as spiritually and sports. In high school, I was involved in a great chapter, still keep in contact with the coach. He really impacted our lives. Then from there, I went on to college, where I started an FCAie there. And I got involved in camps for the high schoolers, which is where I met my husband.
Ah, so you met your husband. Was he a entrant into FCAie, or?
He was also a camp huddle leader.
Oh, he was a huddle leader.
Yes.
Okay, so today in the Inland Empire, FCAie, FCAie Inland Empire, how are you involved, or to what extent are you involved in working with the community of FCAie?
Well, having seen the impact of FCAie, I wanted the same thing for my children and for other kids at these schools. I've seen people come to Christ through FCAie that would have never stepped foot in the church, but they'll come to an FCAie meeting because a teammate or a friend invites them.
What draws them to the huddle? What draws them to the event on the campus?
It's a lot of fun. There's always food and usually a speaker. A lot of times they just come because of it's peer pressure, but positive peer pressure.
And so through the huddles, what kind of involvement are these kids having in terms of the life of each other? What's happening in the community as they gather together? There's an FCAie leader.
There is a leader, and usually it's somebody they respect. So though they may not be a Christian, they respect this person that's investing in their lives when maybe nobody else is. For example, when Todd and I were huddle leaders at a camp when we were dating, we had Warren Sapp in our huddle. And Warren Sapp came because his coach made him. He came in cussing. Todd had to take him outside and try to calm him down. By the end, he was hugging everybody. We carried the man on a mattress, or attempted to, as part of a relay race. And he felt the love of Christ. Whether he ever did anything with it or not, he felt the love of Christ that weekend.
See, that was a random touch into somebody's life that you don't even know what the outcome of that is yet.
Well, you can probably see it on
So talking about FCAie here in the Inland Empire, 16 schools. As a mother, as a person who's involved, as a wife, as somebody who's involved in the community, how is it that you could challenge other people to become involved? What ways could they become involved?
Well, I just think when you see where your money's going, and that you can give $200 to get a case of Bibles that is going to go to, they're going to go to kids who are going to treasure those Bibles and probably keep them with them forever. Or to provide pizza, and that pizza is going to get a kid there that is just hungry, but he's going to hear the gospel while he's there.
Right. Well, as we wrap up our time, if you had a message to women in the Inland Empire who have children who would like to become involved, but they don't have the time, what other ways could they be involved? I
think prayer. First of all, sometimes as mothers, we obviously pray for our kids, and this is a great way to pray for them. And also financially, you can help. But I have, I don't know what I was going to say. I think that seeing the impact it can have on your kids, they will have accountability if they are believers, because people know they're part of FCAie. Like for me, it served as accountability. People knew I was a Christian, so I was expected to live in a certain way. So
to some extent, because you were involved, you made decisions perhaps that were better than other decisions you could have made as a direct result of, especially in the school campus.
Because people expected something from me.
Right. Thanks.